we're back.
More Flesh and Blood.
We got a lot of it, so...
Justin and I were talking with our roommate about the game. We were talking about how we're basically doing our homework right now. Unlike a lot of games, doing homework for this game doesn't feel like a chore. And it doesn't feel like you're...
It's not overwhelming either.
Yeah. It doesn't feel wasted effort, right? Like imagine trying to get into Magic Standard and you had to like learn the first set that is currently in Magic Standard and then learn the next set, because that builds on like so on,
rotated out.
Yeah.
And
right. So this feels completely different than that. So we've got some Crucible of War that we're opening, and we plan on doing a Monarch Sealed and an Arcane Rising Sealed.
Imagine being a single Magic card the way they design them these days. Yeah.
Magic Standard. I know Magic Standard is LOL. It's only on like really Arena, right? Like it's the only thing that people play it on now.
Yeah, why would
like
it's not
it's not played
FGO.
it's not played in stores, right? So,
yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, I'll probably play Kamigawa because it looks sweet and limited, at least on Magic Arena. Because I always play stuff on Arena.
I think people will end up playing Magic in limited, and then it's just straight Commander in stores these days. Yeah, it was one of those where since when the pandemic started, I didn't work in the local gaming store. I was working there like part time, and then once I lost my job over the summer, and I went back to working at the store full time, I come back in, and it's like everybody's playing Commander. Everybody's got like 5 Commander decks. So
they send you the equipment legendary jellyfish artifact creature.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot of cards you look at there like, oh, somebody designed this card as a joke, right?
Yeah. Well, I would love to go. So the thing that I think is funny about modern Magic design is taking a card that appears in a set today and then going back and reading what people wrote about the Great Designer Search cards, because I bet that is a riot because of the stuff, the wacky things, the envelopes that people were pushing, and when they were doing like the original Great Designer Search or Great Designer Search 2, you'd have like comments from people where it's like, this card's too busy, there's too much going on in this card. Like if we're gonna design a card,
if you saw like any card in Kamigawa, a Saga that has 3 different abilities,
in Korea, right?
Yeah,
like I'm not sure when there was a switch that was flipped somewhere, and I don't remember exactly when it was flipped. It was sometime before Korea, but there was a switch that was flipped at Wizards where it was like trying to make a controlled standard environment, and they just like turned that off.
And then it was
right?
like, Commander's really popular.
Yeah, we need like 5 Commanders in every set. So
I do like Dominaria.
Garfield was on Dominaria.
I do like Dominaria. I don't actually think it was Dominaria that started that.
Yeah, I mean, I think there are moments. Well, I mean, it's like if anyone's ever dealt with a loved one who's had dementia, they have moments of lucidity. But Magic, on the other hand, is like that feels like you're dealing with like a dementia patient occasionally, where it's like have you forgotten everything that got you to where you are right now, and then occasionally something will break through where you're like, okay, that looks kind of cool, but man, the design,
there's certainly crazy. Cool stuff. I'm actually really excited, like the new Kamigawa set, and there's just some ridiculous cards in there. Yeah, like I said, sagas that have 3 abilities on the front and then flip to be a creature after the 3rd step, and the creature does something. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's very good, but it should be pretty fun for limited. Anyways, let's play Flesh and Blood. You want to start with Arcane Rising?
Yeah, we can. Do you want to open some Crucible of War before
we can do that?
Because I figure we're not going to end the stream without all these boxes opened.
All these boxes?
Well, these boxes, right?
All those 2 boxes?
Both of these boxes.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, that sounds good. All right, let's open some.
We're gonna crack some Crucible of War. So the Fable, what legendary are we looking for from this set?
Is that the Arcanite Shard? No,
Arcanite Shard is the Fable.
Monarch. Oh, legendaries. Okay.
Fable.
What's the money legendaries?
What's the money legendaries in Crucible?
And I assume any legendary is probably pretty good.
There we go, Dave. We got a foil Kasai. Is she always foil? Or is this is that lucky?
God Dave pack? I don't have any Kasai's in mine. Or any heroes.
I got a Rattlebones, which is a majestic.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if this is good.
I got some rares here.
Cindering Foresight Wizard.
Knob of Mind Foil, which is what inspired me to build her. Oh, there you go.
Ah, okay.
Plus full spoils of war. I was telling Nathan she looks really cool. I definitely want to try her out at some point.
Is she from like the same region as Kano? Is that why they have a similar border? There's like various world building things that are going on in the game. How are you separating these? Are you...
I left rares together. If you have the Majestic separate, I'll just toss them.
Okay.
Pile there. Viscerai. It's not foil though.
Is that your Arcane Razorling pack?
Is it?
Yep, it's gotta be.
Oops. Ignore that.
Muscle memory.
Yeah, I won't even look at that pack yet.
Muscle memory.
I was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Stop. That's illegal. Snapback. Tech Lawson's Workshop.
Zen State Ninja Token. Majestic. Absorption Dome going to be good in my Dated All deck. Why is
this the foiling on this high speed impact looks really cool.
Why is the Harmonized Kardashian here as a rare?
I don't know.
Why?
Why? Tell me why.
But why?
Is there a token slot in this that takes up? I don't know.
I've got a ninja token.
I've got a Katsu in here that's common.
What?
So
Some people want one-sided cards. Oh.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So Absorption Dome does seem really good.
Rushing River.
Eagles. Okay. Let's see. What's up with that?
I got another Rattlebones Majestic and another Kasai. Is Rattlebones good?
What's Rattlebones?
Banish target Runeblade attack action card from your graveyard. You may play it this turn. If you have dealt arcane damage to an opposing hero this turn, you may play Rattlebones as though it were an instant. Oh, you can play it as an instant. That's good then. Okay.
What do you imagine your win condition and win date at all will be, Justin? I think shooting with the gun a lot, or like shooting with a gun every turn and boosting an attack or two every turn, and just like having a bunch of stuff out that is good. I don't know. I haven't given it that much thought. I just know I want to make it work. You can don't talk to me about win conditions and decks when I've never built one yet, alright?
One of in the top 4. Okay. Yeah, it says it could be played as an instant, so that's gotta be good, right? You could play it during an attack or something. Barrage and Bighorn.
No, this here. Magnetic Shockwave.
Moravian Skies. Oh, so Moravian Skies is a good card. The next Rainblade attack action card you play this turn gains Go Again, and if this hits, create a Rune Chant token.
That doesn't seem right.
Free, and it has Go Again on it. Right? So, that seems really good for Runeblades.
Mandible Claw. Mankind in the house.
That's the brute one-handed weapon, right?
And Rushing River.
It's for the what's his face in the set? The brute blitz hero, right?
Oh, cool.
Moravian is a staple. Okay, that's what it sounds like. Sometimes you just read a card and you're like, that sounds like it's just played a lot.
I get Choke Slam in here too. Wow. What a good pack.
A foil Rushing River. It looks badass. Swing.
Oh, that's cool.
This does say draw cards on it. So it's probably good. Promise of Plenty. What if there's multiple versions of that card? It's blue.
Crane Dance, reinforce the line. I got a full Edge of Autumn. Ninja Weapon, two-handed sword.
I got a Crane Dance and a Mandible Claw.
Alright, one more and then we'll play. Then we'll open some more.
Get into some actual games.
Yeah.
God, how good Bustin' Packs feels.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Another Rushing River. Cindering Foresight. I got a foil Majestic, the Dread Triptych. I don't think the foil's coming through very well on the camera, but it's like this unholy purple aura that's coming off this.
The Vizardtronic Model I is a Majestic.
Yeah.
A foil Runechant token. Ah, sick.
So the rares are multiple different. So I've opened different levels of Rushing River. So that one's also played Dread Triptych. When you attack with Dread Triptych, if you have played a non-attack action card this turn, create a Runechant token. Okay, seems Runechant tokens are good. They're just straight damage. When you attack with Dread Triptych, if you have dealt arcane damage this turn, create a Runechant token. If Dread Triptych hits, create a Runechant token. Okay, yeah, so this one can generate up to 3 Runechant tokens, based off of if it hits and all kinds of other stuff. So yeah, I see why that one's definitely played. So at rares and commons, typically there's multiple versions of them, so you actually want, because you can play up to 9 copies of some of the rares. But the stuff that is less common than that, it's typically there's only one version of them. So you got something for this?
Not really how that chair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out later.
All right, doing some Arcane Rising Seal. I wonder how different these decks are. I've got a feeling they might be kind of similar.
Yeah, that's what I
played
yesterday.
So who knows?
Got a cracked bobble.
I got a dash super rare.
Got a wizard super rare.
Generic Runeblade, Mechnologist, generic Ranger.
I like their willingness to change, like the fact that they removed the rarity from their card game after the second set is really interesting. I saw that there were talks of like changing the way first editions work.
Yeah, I saw that too. Cool. Saw that too in the podcast that came out recently, right? Generics. Rune Blade. Oh man, every time we open one of these plunder runs, I get sad.
Oh, it's a band.
Yeah.
You can still play in sealed, yeah.
Every time we open these plunder runs. P-Rod, what's up?
If foil come to fight, that's sweet. That card seems great. I like it. I'm a fan. Don't pack on Eddie. Three of a kind M. What's this?
Oh yeah.
Draw 3 cards. On a turn, you may only play cards from arsenal. Interesting.
That card is not. I want to say that card's like $10 or something like that. So join the game. Yeah. We are. It was we talked about it a little bit at the beginning of yesterday's stream, but keeping these packs uncracked, so that we could open them on stream and for content was a chore. It was like we strained to do that. Wish you'd still have time to play. Yeah. The bane of every card game player.
Ranger's really fun. I liked Ranger when I played it yesterday in Sealed, even though I lost the game. But I felt like it was fun to do janky stuff.
I think my mechanologist pool this time around was a lot worse. I got a bunch of items, but not like attacks to go.
Ranger feels the most flavorful. Yeah, I would agree with that so far.
Oh man, another plunder run.
I got all kinds of random equipments this time around. I feel like I'm gonna be good on equipment.
I got like one equipment per pack. I wonder if that's supposed to be normal. Like if there's an equipment slot specifically for limited play.
That would make sense.
Only 13 Ranger. Do I actually have... Could I potentially kill you with the actual damage that I have in Wizard?
Yeah. Do you have like enough damage to actually win the game?
Is it actually feasible for me to kill you with the damage that I have?
Every pack has one item or equipment in it. Okay.
Yeah, like I have blue reverberates, which is the only do 1 arcane damage. I'm not convinced I can kill you if I played Wizard. Not 100% convinced. How many Mechanologist attacks? Yesterday I only had 1 item. And now I only have 7 Mechanologist attacks.
Never really played Sealed. There are a lot of generic attacks to help Kano. I think there are a good bit.
There's not...
You could round it out a bit with the generic attacks.
Yeah, so I had some generic attacks, but I ended up using those for defense yesterday or spending them so that I could just burn out Justin. I spent them on like damage and whatnot. But there are attacks that are like take a non-action card from your graveyard and put it on top of your deck. Right, so it's like there's things that do combine with them. I think what was the card called? I think I got a foil one this time around. Cadaverous Contraband. If it hits, you may put a non-attack action card from your graveyard on top of your deck, right? So that combos with them. So,
I have all kinds of Mechanologist items, but not many packs.
Yeah, I'm skeptical that I can kill you with my Mechanologist pool. I have 4 items, which actually seems like too many in a 30 card deck. Let's see if there's sync, dissipation, shield.
I don't know that my stacks aren't looking great. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, well, I'm right there with you. So
all right.
I'm right there, which means I think the games will be good.
Yeah.
Right, if we're both just like struggling to kill each other, I may end up playing Viscerai just because it might. I may actually have like a functional Viscerai pile.
Blocks for cowards. 30 items or bust. I don't know if I have enough wizard damage to kill either. All right, Ranger again.
I think I'm gonna be an edgelord. I'm gonna be an edgelord and play Viscerai.
Okay.
I think that's what's happening here. I'm just so misunderstood.
I understand. Oh, you're misunderstood.
You gotta we got the weapon in the pile over there.
Yeah,
the token. This is my sword, Nebula Blade.
Very cool.
I don't think I could make a second deck function. I got a pile of ranger attacks. Maybe I could, but I don't know if I have enough to like put the stuff into the. I don't think I have enough like reload actions, right? Like. Yeah. Alright, so his ability is whenever you play a Runeblade card, if you have played another non-attack action card this turn, create a Rune Chant token. So a Runeblade card. So if I play Runeblade non-attack actions, that would count.
Yes. Or attack actions. And you can play a non-Runeblade non-attack action and then trigger it.
Right. Okay. Like these plunder runs, for instance. Playing the crap out of those. The most illegal move in all of Flesh and Blood.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe just try Mechanologist.
Where? I want to go so wide. This deck is gonna be wide, Peepo happy.
I'll try Mechanologist. Because I want to play some items. Dash. And a gun, please. There's a gun.
Ravenous Rabble! Amplify the Arc Knight! Rune Flash! I don't know if I can make my voice whiny enough.
Rune Flash.
building is like, the more I learn about the game, the more building decks gets interesting.
Yeah.
Because you're like trying to balance so many different things. The especially like this Viserai deck, right? Like I need a certain number of non-attack actions for his ability to work.
Grant with a sub. Thank you.
Appreciate that, Brant. And I only got 4. 4 specific Runeblade actions, non-attack action. And this one is actually a reaction, so I gotta practice my reacts. How many cards is this? If this is 30, then I'm a genius, and I have built the perfect deck. If this is not 30, then back to the drawing board. 26, 27, 28. Oh, God, I'm not a genius. Yeah, so no, we haven't scummazed our viewers with any fabled openings today. So yeah, we opened some Crucible War. Nothing major there, you know, a couple Majestics, something about what you would expect. Nothing crazy bonkers. I think we're really paying for opening that heart, I think.
Yeah.
We're paying for opening that heart on day one, so.
What gear am I gonna use here?
Two cards.
Talismanic Lens seems
Yep,
good. Achilles Accelerator.
Fine.
Are you telling me I don't have an arm? Oh no. Or I don't have a chest.
You don't have a bat chest?
I got no chest. I do have a lot of Arcane Barrier, so that's something. Is available to order online, quick search. Yeah, we stored on Amazon for the most part. I think all the product we have is on from Amazon.
The Arcane Rising that I bought, I got from Noble Knight Games, but they're sold out now. So
it is on Amazon though.
Yeah, but it was like
it's $100 a box.
Yeah, Arcane Rising is the most expensive box that I've seen on the secondary market. I bought them from Noble Knight because Noble Knight had them for $75, which felt like a pretty good deal considering the cheap. Like it's like $85 in a couple of places, it's $95 other places, $100 on Amazon. So, but I went back to check to see if Noble Knight had any more earlier this week, and they were gone. They were just like apparently sold out. So, I think they sold out shortly after I purchased the ones that I did. So. Yes, that's fine.
You'll announce all the announcement. Welcome. We're back again. We'll probably be doing Wednesdays and Thursdays probably for Flesh and Blood.
Yeah, for at least for the next couple of weeks. While we're in the product acquisition phase, at least, right? So.
I feel like I start with your Hyperdriver in play. Then there's the arena with 3 steam counters on it. And when you boost a card, remove a steam counter from Hyperdriver and gain a resource.
Yeah.
Seems really good.
It's not bad.
Also have Aether Sink, which can give me Arcane Barrier 2.
I am playing Viscerai.
Yeah, Petals of the Metal. Oh, that's an attack. Okay, I was trying to figure what item I'm going to start with. Dissipation Shield. I don't think that's worth starting with. See if I can mill myself out like you did yesterday.
Well, my knowledge of European Flesh and Blood releases is obviously not up to par or up to date, but I know when the game first came out, it wasn't available in Europe initially. I think the distribution for that came later, so I'm not sure. But the game has been like, they've kept everything in print, at least the unlimited stuff, the whole time. So I imagine you could still get things. It's just I'm not sure where it was available. So no feet, no boots.
Yeah, no boots.
No boots. Nebula Blade. Arcane Rising is out of print? I would have thought they would have kept Arcane Rising in print. Yeah, we got Arc sealed, and we're opening Crucible War as we're going. So that makes sense as to why then people were mad that Command and Conquer isn't in Everfest.
I wonder if I can
More news about reprints. Okay, I mean, if they plan on keeping everything in the game forever, then I mean, you'd have to reprint stuff. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like just that's
It's not like they can't just reprint it in the next set.
Yeah,
like, whatever.
my initial fears about the secondary market and the reprints and all that stuff about this game have been assuaged. Otherwise, I don't think we'd be playing right now. I won the roll, so I am first.
The unlimited sets, like the boxes, are pretty relatively like cheap. They're 75-ish bucks for the most part, except for Arcane Rising. So we bought the Monarch Blitz decks, and I don't think those are good for beginner.
I don't. Yeah, I
wouldn't get your hand on the Welcome to Wrath box. Like one box, you can probably build a couple of fun decks.
Yeah, I think if you get a booster box of Welcome to Wrath, you can play sealed out of it. So,
I mean, I think once you open the full box, you could probably make 4 good, decent decks. Like four generic.
You can make a deck for each class to play.
Yeah,
and learn the game. So I think the first set is the way to learn. Because we played the Monarch decks against each other, and they were all right. But when we played Sealed was like it hit a different level for us, yeah. Right? Like it was a lot of fun. All right. It's 3, 1.
Yeah, I've got to use the amber counter somehow. Like, move my Steam counters.
I wonder if I... Nope.
That's why we're streaming tonight and not tomorrow, so Nathan can play PoE.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, PoE starts tomorrow. So yeah, I am planning to jump into that. I can't. So if I do the thing that generates the most rune chant tokens for me, I don't have a card in my arsenal, which seems not ideal. However, oh wait, can I use this thing? If you have played another non-attack. I've got this solid card here. I think what I do then is I just that then that. All right, I'm going to start by playing Ravenous Rabble. Reveal the top card of my deck. It's got 2 on it, so this is an attack for 3, and it has go again. So swinging 3, yeah.
All right, I'll defend for 3.
Okay. And then I am going to spend 1 to play Spellblade Strike to create a rune chant token. This is an attack for 2.
I'll defend for 2.
Okay. Throwing that in the arsenal. These are gone. This is under. I draw 4.
Okay. I will. I go ahead and blow my lens. Or do I care?
To opt 2.
Yeah.
So much fun. Azalea versus Dash.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Dash is you're playing Azalea? I'm assuming.
Alright, I'm gonna play Metal to the Metal pitching, Back Alley Break Line. I will boost.
Okay.
So I do get to go again.
Okay.
But it's attack 5. And if it hits, your next attack this turn gains Dominate.
All right. 2 cards in hand. Did you?
I do have to trigger that, I believe. Yeah, I do have to trigger that. So I have a resource.
Okay.
Floating.
I think because I'm an edgelord, I'm used to being hurt. So by those around me. So I think I don't block this. Do you have any attack reactions?
I don't. Do you have defense reactions?
I do.
Okay.
I'm going to defend with Reduce to Rune Chant. It costs 1 less for each Rune Chant I control. So I control 1, and it creates a Rune Chant token. So I've got 2 of those.
And ones?
Yeah, so take 1.
Yeah. So I will go again. I will.
And TTS. I mean, I think TTS. If the game is expensive to play and you're playing for free through something like TTS, that lets you know whether you want to buy those cards or not, right? Like I see no issue with that.
I'm gonna play Overloot pitching, Dissipation Shield. I'll have 1 resource left. Do I want to boost this? If I boost it, I could potentially get a Plasma Pistol attack. But if I miss, I'm just dumping cards on my deck. So I don't love that. I think I'm fine with just sending 5 at you.
Yeah, as seen yesterday.
And it does have Dominate.
As seen yesterday, it does. The number of cards in your deck do matter where you're playing.
Extremely, yeah. I don't think I could just boost willy nilly, especially when it's not like guaranteed, like a Dash constructed deck would be. If I knew I was getting an extra action, I knew I could make use out of it. Plus, I'm gonna get a resource that I'm not gonna use if I boost.
Okay, I will defend, I suppose. I'll defend for 2.
Okay.
So I'll take 2.
I'll take 3.
Sorry, take 3. Take 3.
Okay. And that is my turn.
All right.
So this does, if it hits, it goes on the bottom of my deck.
Okay.
Which is so important.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Ooh. Okay. This like order here does matter, right?
Yeah.
So
you have to like memorize perfectly all of
the. I do. All right, your turn.
All right. I'm going to start things off by playing Mordred Tide. Till the end of the turn, if I would create a rune chant token, instead create that many +1. All right. That's majestic, by the way. It seems pretty good.
Oh yeah.
And then I am gonna play Spellblade Strike, pitching Amplify the Arcanite. So Viscerai's ability triggers. So first off, my 2 rune chants are triggering.
Okay.
So those are doing damage to you.
I'm gonna pitch Rabble to Arcane Barrier them.
Okay. Viscerai's ability, when I play a Runeblade card, which this is, if I played another non-attack action card, which I did, I generate a rune chant token. So this is going to generate 2.
Okay.
And this says create a rune chant token, so that's going to generate 2. So this is coming at you for 3.
All right, I will defend for 2.
Okay, so take 1. Alright, that's my turn. That goes under there, and I will draw 4.
A lot of tokens there.
Just a little flex, yeah.
That seems very good. I am done. Arsenal, your turn.
Oh man. Okay. I am gonna play Lead the Charge. So the next time I play an action card with cost 1 or greater this turn, I gain 1 action point. And then I am going to play Rune Flash. Newsflash. Rune Flash. And this costs 1 less for each rune chant I play or I control. So this is free. I have an action point beyond this, so go again. And this is coming at you for 2. These 4 rune chants explode right there.
All right, I will pitch Aether Sink, Arcane Barrier twice, and then take 2.
Okay. Viscerai, I've played a Rune Blade token. I've played a non-attack action, so Viscerai generates a rune chant token for me. So this is coming at you for 2 damage.
2 damage. I will let that through.
Okay.
Unless you got anything else for it.
No. I am going to pitch Ravenous Rabble to play Nebula Blade. So this rune chant token is going to pop right there for 1.
All right, I'll take 1.
Okay. And then Nebula Blade is coming at you for 4 because I have played a non-attack action. That's going to eat my action point right there.
I will defend.
Actually, I think I have the spare action point because I got the go again action point. Yeah, technically I'm spoilers, I'm not going to end up using it, but...
All right, I'll defend for 3.
All right, so you take 4. Sorry, you take 1.
Yeah.
And I generate a rune chant token for Nebula Blade. Okay. And then we're arsenaling, and we're drawn.
Okay.
I gotta tell you, being an edgelord, it's kind of cool.
Pays off. Yeah.
I get what all these trolls on the internet are all about now.
All right, I will, for my arsenal, play this cool card called Plunder Ruin.
Plunder Run.
Plunder Run. The next time an attack card hits this turn, draw a card. Play from arsenal, next attack action card you play gets +3 hit, +3 damage. So
okay, you lose the game because the card's banned, but yes, continue.
I may lose the game. I will play Throttle, pitching Pour the Mold. Do I care about boosting? Boosting would get me Central Plasma Shot. This is a 9 damage attack.
It's quite a hefty attack.
So there's that. But if it hits and I draw a card, so that could be good for the potential boost. But I could always because Killing Accelerator only triggers if I boost. So I'll boost. It's fine. It's totally fine. So I
gotta just say you have to go again. Yeah.
And I get that.
Yep. It's a 9 attack. Do I throw my whole hand in front of this? And you shoot me with a pistol.
Always boost work. I pitched a zipper hit there, or I guess I flipped a zipper hit for the boost. This is like a super solid action card because it's like 1 cost, and it was a red one, so it's 5 attacks. It seems really good. It's got a boost on it.
9 puts me to 7. That's a chunk. That is a chunk right there. All right. This.
I also didn't want to blow like all my hyperdriver tokens unless I need them, right?
Defend. Defend. Next turn. Arsenal. And next turn, take 3. Okay, I'll defend for 3 and take 6.
All right. Ow. Bang. I will draw a card.
Okay.
Okay. I will put Steam counter on the pistol. I'll attack with the pistol. For 2.
It's a good block. This
is still there.
Block like so. I think that's fine. I'll defend for 2.
Okay. I am done.
All right. Well, I am going to lose the game by playing a Plunder Run from my arsenal.
At least we're both doing it.
So the game is a draw. So I will play Rune Flash for 2. So this is coming at you for 7. And then my Rune Chant token is popping.
Okay.
This says go again on it.
Okay.
It's Rune Chant. Did you want to take the 1 damage from that?
Thinking about it.
Okay. Yeah, I think to your point, Fudgenator, I think there is quite a bit of very playable commons in this game.
I'll take the Rune Chant.
Okay.
1.
All right, and then you got 7 coming at you.
Big 7. Okay.
Oh, and this, I generate a Rune Chant from Viserai because this is a Rune Blade card. So.
I will defend, and then defense reactions as long as you don't have an attack reaction. I'll play Fate Foreseen and Opal.
Okay.
Keep that on top.
So you take 1.
I take 1.
So I draw a card for Plunder Run.
Yeah. Couldn't stop it.
So I can draw this card and then choose to pop the fist, right? When an attack action card you control hits, you may destroy it. And this is the next time an attack action card
right?
you control hits. So I could choose to draw the card, then pop the vest. They don't
per Keyforge rules, yes.
Okay, yeah. Is this legal? Is this legal? Despite the fact that I'm playing Plunder Run, is this move legal? Because I think I will pop this if I'm allowed to. And I'm gonna attack you with Nebula Blade. So this Rune Chant is gonna pop. And this is coming at you for 4.
All right, I'll take 4.
All right, Rune Chant token created with Nebula Blade. That goes down there. Toss that in the old arsenal. And that goes over there.
No judges. Feels bad.
Gotta wait. Yeah, judge.
I'm done.
I didn't draw a non-attack action? What is this malarkey? Alright, I guess I'm playing Ravenous Rabble. Reveal the top card of my deck. It's a 3, so this is attacking you for 1. This Rune Chant token is popping.
I'll take the 2.
And that does that. It will hit you for 1.
Not dead yet.
You're at 4. I cannot believe this malarkey. All right, I am gonna play Spellblade Strike, Pitching Vigor Rush. When I play that, I create a Rune Chant token. So attacking you for 4.
Spend for 2.
Take 2. And then I'm gonna smash that in the old arsenal. So it's gonna go over there, and this is gonna go under, and I will draw 3.
Whale. I'm gonna play Locked and Loaded, so the next Mechnologist attack action I play this turn gains +3 attack if you boost adopt 1 and go again. I have not boosted, so I will play 0 to 60.
So it's coming at me for 7.
I will boost. I do not hit with a boost, but I do gain the resource.
You could use the.
It's not a reaction, so I can use the boots, right?
Yeah, it's an instant. Yeah. Because it just says instant.
It gains an action point.
Yeah.
It's the only 2 boosts this turn, so I have that option to get it.
Right. All right, coming at me for 7. You've got 1 resource.
I do.
You are at 2. It's that. Can I this that? I can afford to get rid of that. 1. Okay, I believe I can afford to block with this for 3 and take 4.
I will. I'll pop the accelerators.
Okay, action point.
To play this here monocle. The optomonocle.
Okay.
Optical. I'm done.
All right. I am going to play Lead the Charge. So the next time I play an action card would cost 2 or greater this turn, I gain an action point. Then I am going to play Amplify the Arc Knight. I am going to push the point. So this rune chant is popping. I will gain a rune chant.
Arcane Barrier. The one.
Okay. And this is coming at you for 4.
Block for 4.
All right. This has I gained the action point from Lead the Charge, so I am going to attack with Vigor Rush. The rune chant is going to pop.
Block that.
And then 3 damage is coming your way.
I die.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
The turn player chooses the order and the triggered effects out of the chain. Yeah, so you could
turn player.
You could draw the card and then you could.
Okay. So the turn player decides what order they go in. So I draw the card. I have the knowledge to make the decision whether I want to pop the vest or not at that point, right? So
that makes sense. I feel like I didn't have enough stuff.
I feel like I felt like I was beating on somebody that was less prepared than me, if that made sense.
Yeah.
I felt like I had like a cohesive deck, and
I didn't feel like any of my piles were really cohesive.
Yeah.
So I almost had some good turns. I had like a couple.
Yeah, you threw some big attacks, which I think is kind of interesting because when I played,
I didn't have a ton of attack actions as a thing. So
yeah. So I was about to say when I played Dash, I was throwing like 3 attacks a turn, and you were playing and you were throwing like a 9 attack or whatever. So I think it's definitely interesting from like a.
I think I only had like 7 mechanologist attacks or something.
Yeah, I was relatively low in mechanologist attacks. So that's why like I didn't even consider it, right? Like I felt like I didn't have enough boosting and whatnot. So, but I felt like I had enough non-attack actions,
right,
to make the Viscera. I mean,
Viscera, you do whatever you want for a while, right? And then
I only bricked the 1 turn of making rune chain.
I bet Viscera is probably the easiest to build in the set, as far as sealed.
I think so because you can use the generic actions. The generic non-attack actions are really good.
Yeah.
I wish there was a one. So, one thing that I wish they did was that they keyworded stuff differently in this game, because I feel like non-attack action should have its own keyword, like a stance or something, right? Like it's clear. Like I understand you want everything to be action.
Once they wanted to say action, so
they wanted to say action to know that you use an action point on it, right? But so I feel like you give like a modifier.
Go again feels kind of lame. I agree with that too.
Because go again is
or like a symbol.
Yeah, a symbol or something like that, right? Go again is shorthand for gain an action.
It is different than gain an action point. That's true. Yeah, that's true. All right, let's open some more questions.
Thematically, like the way it feels, like the go again works the way it's supposed to, right? It's like when you're learning the game, you're like, oh, like go again ability must be pretty rare. No, it's like on like a third of the cards or something. All right,
let's do it.
Busting it. Oh, we got this other box right here. Yeah. So like fundamentally, I would think you have to know the difference. We got a foil copper token.
No, nice.
Oh yeah.
I got a Kasai that's not foil, just kind of hanging out. Where do we put these?
I think that was the rare pile.
I wasn't actually separating rares out, just the ones.
Yeah, it's whatever.
But I'll get to it later when I separate them.
Magnetic Shockwave.
Yeah, he didn't know they existed. That's funny. It's pretty cool. I got another foil Rune Chant token. Oh man.
Oh,
And some rare.
yes. Magnetic Shockwave. The defending hero must defend Magnetic Shockwave with X equipment they control. X is the number of times you've boosted this combat chain. I think that's good, right? Like forcing the opponent to defend with their equipment cards. Seems pretty good. Coax a commotion.
Malvrian Skies. Malvrian Skies.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good one. I talked about that one. Really.
Yeah.
So, Magnetic Shockwave can be good. Okay. Coax a commotion. If it hits, choose any number. Each hero creates a quicken token. Each hero draws a card. Each hero gains one. So, it's an interesting card. Coax was a staple last.
It's more R's. I feel like we're getting a lot of R's in here. And not enough M's.
Was Ira printed in this set? We got the Whirling Mist Blossom, which was a card I think was only in the she available in like one of the common slots or something.
One of those hero slots.
Coax is a staple, I'm guessing because of the Quicken token, because it's free.
Now there's Ira right there.
All right,
And it's foil.
Oh,
Yeah.
mystery solved.
There you go. The foil is very cool looking. Oh, Data Doll. The foily Data Doll. Yes. Very cool. It's Fate. Very strong in Blitz. Sweet. New adult very strong in Blitz. It's Data
So
Doll.
efficient at beating face.
Man, this Data Doll foil is so cool looking. I wish you could see. You kind of see on that camera.
A new Data Doll main was born.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We got the KO, so now we can play him.
Oh, excellent.
We got the foil saber for Kasai.
Now we're swagging the heroes out.
We're playing swagged out Kasai.
Yeah.
Swagged out Kasai.
It's more R's.
Blood of Force. I bet that card looks cool. Foil. I haven't memorized the ninja combos yet.
Right. I feel like that's essential, right?
I feel like to appreciate that it like if we walked up to somebody and we're like, hey, we're new to Flesh and Blood, and then somebody rattled off a string of ninja combos at me, I would just like give them like the dead-eyed stare, just like the I don't know what you're talking about, man. Like
do you like Flesh and Blood? Oh yeah, name your favorite ninja.
Yeah, name your favorite ninja. We're getting gate kept by ninjas over here.
Wait. Name top 10 ninja actions.
I got a crane dance in a rushing river. I don't. Who could even know?
A foil M.
Uh-oh.
A foil Arg Smash.
Arg. That blows up equipment, right?
A lot of
items. It blows up items, right? You roll dice. Yeah, hell yeah, we're rolling dice.
I'm about it.
Gotta say, this Rousing Aether looks really cool foil. I don't know if I see if I can get, yeah, there you go. Foil on the crystal right there.
That is sweet. One more than another sealed?
Yeah. Go moving into this Monarch.
Yeah. Another M. Snag.
I got the shotgun. The mechanologist gun.
Oh, cool.
So,
The
I
shot.
can now shoot people with shotguns.
What's Snag do? Attack action cards can't gain attack from their own effect or the effects of attack reaction cards this turn. It's an instant, and it costs 0.
Oh,
It's like the warrior tech.
It's like, yeah, it's like tech against warrior. Interesting. You can blow up route or whatever, or any number of warrior attack reactions, right? Like, all right, Monarch.
Keep Eddie Can real quick. Eddie's hiding under the chair of pack trash. He's trying to shelter himself in the storm. I'm impressed by the art. The art, it's hard to appreciate the art before you've actually seen the cards in person.
They look way better in person.
Yeah. Eddie gets a treat.
Oh, well, foil M over here. Craning his neck.
Sitting silently in his bed, eating his treat.
Is this card good?
Tome of Divinity.
This is foil. It says it can draw 3 cards on it.
That seems...
It costs 4.
It's an instant.
Is this card good?
Play Prism.
Play Prism. Okay. We got the... Alright, so dividing this setup is different, right? Because you got attack generic. We've got Runeblade Shadow. We've got Warrior. We've got Brute. We've got Illusionist. You can put the Shadow Runeblade and the Runeblade together. And, because there's only one in there, but your Shadow stuff, and you've got Light and you've got Shadow, which could be played with either of the 2 classes in each of the setups, right? So it's expensive at 4. Yeah, that's why the 4 cost, I think, is what balances it, right? Because you're basically throwing away 2 cards. You kind of have to oh, I got the demon token.
The demon token.
The double-sided demon token.
Pretty spooky.
Lights. Shadow action. Generic. Lights. Okay. Shadow Brutes.
Got the meat axe.
Shadow Rune Feed. Illusionist. Warrior. Brute. Runeblade. Brute. Illusionist. And Warrior. Alright. I wonder if I wonder if it's very hard to make decks that function in this.
I got two M's.
M's.
Two M's. One's a foil M. The foil invert existence and a rouse the ancients.
Rouse and ancients. Shadow, light, light. Shadow, brute. Brute. Light. Moonblade, warrior, brute. Illusionist. Brute, Moonblade. Mark of the Beast.
Another M. Spill Bloods.
Monarch, the M's got moved to 1 and 4 packs, right? Something along those lines. Like
They up
the M's are more
no super rares.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's good.
The M's are more common in this set.
All right.
Generic, light, generic. Where roots, illusionist, runeblade, where brute, illusionist. Takes me forever to sort these packs. This is the part of the game that feels like homework. Crash Babel.
Okay, yeah. Yes. Light and shadow.
Illusionist. I had 3 illusionist rares in that pack. This is one of them was foiled. Light. Generic. Instant. Shadow. Runeblade. Illusionist. Where brutes.
The overlap probably makes it more interesting for like draft and probably better for sealed. I feel like.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's where Arya gets to. I feel like.
Yeah. Because it's only divided amongst 3 characters, right?
Yeah.
So. Ringblade. Brute. Light. Brute. Illusionist. Light. Shadow.
Ebon Fold. That's such a cool looking card. This is not the coolest card. That is a Destiny. That's the helmet's straight out of Destiny, the game. The video game.
Blade. Yeah. Wow. My equipment sucks. My equipment is bad. Alright, we'll look at the generic stuff later. Light.
It's a good thing we played with these precons already, the blitz decks already.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah. This
we
would
understand sort of how the heroes
Yeah.
function, right? Are there any banned cards in this set?
I don't. Seeds of Agony.
Seeds of Agony, that's right.
Seeds of Agony is banned in this set. Not that I think banned cards matter for sealed.
No, I'm just curious.
But yeah, Seeds of Agony is banned. But I think it's common, so I may be mistaken. Yeah, I think it's common. Building a seal for this is a lot harder.
Yep. All right. Where to even start?
I literally cannot imagine doing this for the first time. Like, having never played this game, trying to play sealed with, like, Monarch, right? Like,
who's the Runeblade? It's
Chain.
Chain. Okay. Chain wants to play stuff from the
Banish soon.
And he plays Soul Shackle tokens.
Yeah, that banishes stuff.
Okay.
I mean, overall, I like the design space that the Shadow Heroes are exploring, because it's like, it does feel like you're making this deal with like a dark entity, right? That eventually comes to collect if you can't deliver. So I think that is really cool. So
I got like a bunch more Runeblade cards than anything else. So and like a pile of shadows. So I think I'm gonna play Chained and not think about it too much. Because holy crap, I like barely have to play Engineers.
I didn't get any. I don't have like a lot of non-attack actions. So.
Sadly, Olivia is much cooler in theme than gameplay. Also, thanks for that sub.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that she's mostly poo-pooed on by the player base. Which is it's a damn shame.
That's a damn shame.
A mage's player. This is for all the Olivia haters out there. Do I have enough cards with 6 attack on them? This is 9.
Her own player base is very. Oh, she didn't get it.
Because there's like basically no brute stuff in Everfest, right?
Oh. It's all like the dice rolling brute stuff. They'll get her someday. They'll get her some stuff someday.
I only have 10 total attacks that have 6
Oh.
attacks. So yeah, I think Olivia.
She would just die.
I gotta show her the door.
Yeah, she would. Just die.
I don't think I have a. Were I an adventurous sort, I would try this. But I think I just end up exploding myself at some point. So I think thematically I'm obligated to play a light hero of some sort.
The Seeds of Agony? That's banned? That card?
That card, yeah.
Oh, we're playing. Oh, are these 2 Seeds of Agonies? Those little guys?
Well, I will say my equipment for these heroes is bad. But I guess I'll use it.
I think I'm making a chain constructed deck.
Making chain control.
Over here in my seal pool.
Did you get the? I got the specialization.
I didn't get the specialization.
Okay, I was gonna say exactly.
I got the Bolton specialization.
I'll try playing this Temple of Divinity.
It could be sweet.
I'll try it. We'll give it a go.
It'd be totally sweet. Got some Ironhide out here. There's that.
Hmm. Not convinced. I get a feeling I'm about to get beat on by someone whose deck is better than mine. I thinking I might be outclassed here. But we'll see. We're gonna try playing Prism. See how that goes.
Okay.
We'll just see how that goes.
9. All the generic cards have 2 shields on them instead of
Yeah.
3.
It's a problem.
That's interesting.
It's a real problem. You get hit really hard.
This chain deck might be broken. It's very possible.
I'll find out.
I got some bad stuff in here, but we'll see. And I might just get it over my head as far as blood debts go, so that could be a problem. Potentially.
At least you're using a weapon that has an edgelord name.
Galaxy Black with 2 X's. I get the sweet Evanfold. We're fully kitted out this game. Ironhard. Looking really cool.
Oh my god.
Look how, imagine how fucking cool I look, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, so cool.
I'm very jealous.
So damn cool.
Yeah, I'm very jealous.
I am literally a Soul Calibur character. The most edgelord weapon I've heard. Imagine how Chain must be cringing inside every time. Oh no, he is all about it. You know,
Yeah.
this guy, he named it. He named that thing. I call my weapon Galaxy Black. It's black like my soul. I am one with the shadows, and it is one with me.
I am not convinced. I want to play.
I do want to see a foil Galaxy Black. I bet it looks sweet.
Not convinced I want to play any of these cards. Here's your Soul Shackle token.
Very good. I'll need many of those.
And the Spectral Shield token. You didn't get the chain card that summons the demon?
No, I don't think so. No demons.
My equipment is like really bad, I think.
What you doing over there?
Well, this thing gains me a resource if I have dealt or been dealt damage. This thing makes attack action cards with cost 3 or less base power get +1 attack while attacking this turn. And then this thing says I can spend 3 and destroy it to gain 2 action points. So I'm not convinced any of these equipments are going to get used, except for maybe the one that gives me a resource if I have dealt or take damage. So.
Yeah. Is that you sacrifice it for that?
Yeah. Destroy it to do that. And they don't have any defense on them, so I see
I have
that
to pay for my defense, so
and they blow up,
they
right?
blow up. I guess that's a way to convert like items into potential
Yeah,
guarding.
I think you're fine with that.
Yeah.
Plus Ebenfold lets you banish something, right?
Yeah.
To draw. So
Got Spell Void. Okay, Spell Void's different than Arcane Barrier
because it blows up.
because it blows up.
Yeah.
Okay. Soul Shackles will exist forever, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Soul Shackled. There's probably a hard limit on the number of those that you want.
Especially in sealed. The chain seems pretty cool, to be honest. Six.
10.
Change all the power and Livia paid all the price. Dang.
Oh.
Too bad.
Hmm. I think I'm actually fine if you like throw your whole hand at a card on my first turn. All right. I'm gonna play Seek Enlightenment. I'm gonna pitch Overload.
The next attack action card I play this turn gets +1, and if this hits, put it into my hero's soul. So I will then play Herald of Triumph, spending this 2. So this is coming at you for 7. This is a Phantasm, but it does also say attack action cards have -1 attack while defending Herald of Triumph. And if it hits, it goes into my soul. So, John Druid. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Had that laying around. We'll take it. You're just giving it out. We'll take it.
Yeah, I think I'd toss the old hand at it. We'll spin for 8.
Okay. I got nothing to say to that.
Okay.
That goes over there. This goes into there. This goes on the bottom. I will draw 4.
Your soul strike with your next rune blade or shadow action gains go again. Go again. Okay. I will. I'm gonna pitch Tremor to activate the Ebonfold. So
Okay.
destroy the Ebonfold. Banish card from my hand. If it's a shadow card, draw a card. So I'm gonna banish. I have 2 resources left. I'm gonna banish this Seeds of Agony.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw a card. It's a shadow card.
Alright. Ebonfold is an instant. Repeatedly launched 2 hours earlier than previous leagues. Oh, wow. Yeah. I did not know that. I will check it. I will adjust my plans tomorrow. That would have been pretty funny. I show up and I'm like, what the?
To make my next attack action card with 1 or less, I play for this turn gets when you attack with this, deal 1 arcane damage to target hero.
Okay. 1 or less.
And then I'll play another Seeds of Agony.
Okay.
And then
That one is 0 or less.
yeah, 0 or less. And I'll play this Arcanic Crack. I guess I'll use the Chain's ability.
Okay.
So you make a Soul Shackle token to give this go again.
Okay.
So I'll attack for 1
With 3 arcane.
with 3 arcane damage coming. Yeah.
Okay, so I have to take the 3 arcane damage. Nothing I can do about that. So that has go again. And you're attacking me for 1. So I will defend. I'll defend with the anti-ante.
Okay. Defend it, and then I will attack with the Galaxy Black for 3. And if it hits a hero, they deal 1 arcane damage to that hero.
Okay. I am going to you have played a card from your banish zone. Okay, yeah. This is looking like I am defending for 3 here. Yeah. I'll defend for 3.
Okay. That's it.
All right. Can I do this thing?
I'll personal that.
Just doesn't quite work. All right. I am going to play Illuminate. for 3.
Okay.
And if it hits, it goes to my soul.
Goes your soul. I will defend for 2.
Okay.
1.
Okay. So,
Does go to your soul.
all right. This is in my soul now. I have no action points. So the only thing I can do now is instant speed. So I am going to spend. I'm going to use Prison's ability, banish a card from my soul to create a spectral shield. So I'll create a spectral shield there.
That prevents the next damage you would take.
Yeah.
Okay.
I destroy it, prevent 1 damage, and then I'll put that into my arsenal. This will go under, and I will draw 4.
All right, beginning of my action phase, I banish the top card of my deck. This thing's not one of my 30
Blood debt cards.
Yeah, I have like 20 blood debt cards in this deck, so oh well, it's fine. I will. I'm resource starved. Uh-oh. I'll pitch Piercing Shadow Vice to play Rip Through Reality. If you've dealt arcane damage to an opposing hero this turn and gains go again, I haven't. Do I want to use Chain's ability before I do that? I guess not, so I'll just attack for 4.
Okay. I am going to, I think, defend for 4. Defend. Defend. I don't want to lose my spectral shield. It's my primary source of damage. I'll defend. So this is like 6. So.
Okay. Yeah. That is it.
Okay, I am going to attack you with Herald of Tenacity. I've got 1 resource remaining up there. This is Dominate and Phantasm, and if it hits, put it into my soul. But Dominate is the important thing, so you can only defend with 1 card from your hand.
Okay.
Attacking for 4.
I'll defend for 2.
All right.
Thank you.
I'll go to the soul, the old soul there. All right, that'll be my turn. I'll toss this under, and then I will draw 4.
Okay. Banish top. It does have a blood debt. Rip Through Reality. Dealt arcane damage. I have not dealt arcane damage. I don't have a way to deal arcane damage.
outside of Galaxy Black.
Yeah. So 2. Yeah. I will use Chain's ability to get another Soul Shackle token.
Soul.
Soul's pretty shackled right now.
I've seen more. I've seen more shackles.
Pretty shackled. I will play Rifted Torment for 4. It's got to go again. Use the chain ability. Pitching Seek Horizons.
1 resource remaining.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay, I am going to defend for 3. My Spectral Shield absorbed the last point of damage.
Okay. I will play Rip Through Reality for 2. Going in for 3. That does not have go again because I have not dealt arcane damage.
I will defend for 3.
Alright. I'm done.
I think I could have played that better. Yeah, I could have played that better. I'm gonna spend 4. Yeah, just throw a Herald at your face. Yeah, I'll just throw a Herald at your face. Ow. It's coming at you for 6. If it hits, it goes into my soul, and I create a Spectral Shield token. So, it's got a Phantasm.
Hmm.
This Prism is like a step between the wizard and like the rest of the characters, right? Because the wizard has like a lot of. I've got a lot of instant abilities, but it's like I'm like throwing one thing at you a turn.
I will take 6.
Take pow, right? Just right in the face, huh?
That's fine.
Take 6. I'll gain a Spectral Shield token. That will be my turn. I will draw. This goes under, and I'll draw 4.
No,
Nothing you can play.
nope. Okay. Play this here. Blood Tribute, which is a shadow instant.
Okay.
Costs 0. I've been off 2, then banish top card of my deck.
Yep.
So, yeah. Okay.
Worst thing here in Fabs, no blocks. Yeah, because that means your opponent's getting ready to like hit you, right?
I think I could have blocked that turn, but I haven't figured this out yet.
Okay. You're the dude with the scimitar in Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Right? You're just like,
I'm like, look at all this cool stuff.
look at all the sweet moves that I'm doing, and then
Alright, so I'm gonna banish Seeping Shadows. I will play Seeping Shadows, so the next attack action card you play with 0 cost gains +1 attack and go again.
okay.
And
So you
I'll
have
play-
played a non-attack action now. I don't know if that matters for you,
No.
so, but
I'll play Arcanite Crackle. So it's got +1 and go again, and it deals 1 arcane damage.
Okay, so you're going to deal 1 arcane damage to me, and this is attacking for 2. My shield is going to
Blocks the arcane damage.
yeah, my shield that I may have with arcane damage, I may have an instant. I don't actually think. Yeah, that's fine. Spectral Shield eats the arcane damage, and then I am going to block with Spears of Surreality.
Okay.
Surreality.
I will attack with Ghostly Visit. Pitching Riftbind. For
Okay.
4.
4 coming at me. I'm at 17. I go at 13. I am gonna take the 4.
Okay. I'm going to play this Shadow Instant. It says, whenever an attack you control hits a light hero this turn, you may banish a card from their soul. I guess I can do that before you say, I don't have any more defense reactions, I guess.
It's an instant,
It's
right?
an instant, yeah.
It says,
Whenever an attack you control... So I would have to do it before the attack hits.
oh, okay.
But I knew that you didn't play cards in your hand, so like I
Yeah.
could do it during that window, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I may banish a card from their soul. If you do, they lose 1 life. So I'll banish one of these guys.
Okay. I don't think it matters which one gets managed.
Probably
there.
not. All right.
Okay. I am going to pop my Brocade during your turn to gain a resource.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend 3 to play at instant speed. So this is 4. Ode to Wrath. And whenever a source I control deals damage to an opposing hero, they lose 1 health. Illusionist attack action cards I have go again. This says Spectra on it, so you can attack that.
Yeah.
So, all right. And then on my turn, is this the thing I want to play? I don't pop this Brocade. I don't need to pop this. I think, is this a misplay to play that thing? This is like too expensive to play. I play this thing instead. I play this Merciful Retribution from my arsenal because this is instant. This one is whenever an arm
Spectra disables go again, right? So
yes, yeah, because the card is blown up. Okay, and then I'm going to attack you with Merciful Retribution using my Iris of Reality on my turn. I'm spending 3, so this is an attack 4 coming at you.
He didn't play the thing?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Where you do have this. Okay.
This isn't it's got 4 attack because of my weapon.
Right.
But I did have to pop the Brocade to play that. That's the only way it worked.
All right. I'll defend for 2.
Okay, so you take 2.
Yep.
All right. Your turn. I will draw 4.
Okay, I'll banish 2 cards. Rifted Torment. Okay. How's Eddie? Sleeping.
Sleeping. Right there. Yep, now he's awake. He's looking around.
Uh-oh.
Leaving.
Goodbye.
Thanks, Aramis. You have fun at the league start tomorrow too. This league is looking like a banger. But yeah, sleep and dream of PoE and Flesh and Blood. So
This is difficult. Okay. I'm gonna use Chain's ability.
okay. Oh boy.
I'm gonna play Rifted Torment.
Okay.
Pitching Speed Shadow. I do 1 arcane damage.
Okay.
So there's that. That's
All right,
attacking
yeah, I'll
3.
take that.
Okay.
I'll take the 1 down to 11. Attacking 3, attacking me, not this. I mean, it
Right.
would break your go again if
Right.
you attack this, but okay.
Cool.
Defense.
Thank you, Fighting Wildoon. Oh yeah, I don't know how to reach the Fab community quite yet, so appreciate that.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, I'll defend for 3.
I will pitch this, and I'll Galaxy Black at that thing.
At this thing?
Yeah.
So this just explodes.
Yeah. And I'm done.
All right. End of your turn. I'm gonna instant out this to make a iris.
I feel like I'm just gonna lose because I'm not gonna have cards left. So
All right, and then on my turn, I'm gonna attack you for 3 with a spectral shield.
Yeah.
Sorry, that went away. Spectral shield arrived. Iris is throwing it at you for 4.
taking 3.
It's 4.
Taking 4.
I'll throw that into my archive. This goes under, and then I'll draw 4. It's your turn.
This says Blood Dart. Okay, well, I gotta win this turn. Just gotta do 11 damage through your full hand.
Merciless triggers on its own death. Yeah, I'll look that up. It's 1 point here. If Justin wins by 1 point, and it does. Okay, so you would take 1 from this.
Okay.
It's pretty good. Eat an attack and do a damage to the opponent. I didn't even play it well, right? If it's a non-token light card, put it into your hero soul. Oh, so this just goes like right there? Is that card insane? There's only like one. You only get
Just
one.
one.
Yeah, it's just got 1 card in the banish pile right now. And Merciful goes to soul. That card's insane. Remember, attack or action card you control is destroyed. Deal 1 damage. It's a non-token like card. Put it in your hero soul. So that works with all the illusions, right? So if I like play, yeah, one of the best artists. Yeah, I'm learning. Is there only 1 version of this?
Is it rare?
Yeah, it's rare. Is there only 1 version of that card? That's bonkers.
All right, I will play Seek Horizon, and as initial cost, I can put a card on top of my deck. The games go again
Okay.
for 2.
For 2. I will defend for 3.
Okay, I'll use Chains action.
Yellow only? Okay. I know the Prism decks play a lot of yellow only cards, right? Because you play the library with her. Library of Solana, or whatever it's called.
Play Riftbind, attack for 3. I can't even add to 11 this turn, so.
I will defend for 3. I'll let you wear yourself out.
Yeah. Play Invert Existence.
My existence.
Banish up to 2 cards in opposing hero's graveyard if an attack action card and a non-attack action card are banished this way, deal 2 arcane damage to that hero.
Oh no. This is in the discard pile, so I'm defending with it.
Attack action. Non-attack. There we go. Light action.
Okay. So I take 2, so this blocks one of it, and
Yep.
then I take 1. You got it.
I'm done.
Okay.
I do draw this stuff.
I am gonna attack you with this Chimera for 6.
I'm at 4. You didn't take any damage last turn? Oh, you took 1
I
damage.
took 1. Yeah, I took 1 damage.
Because I'll block for 3.
That don't have different pitch values. Okay, I knew that like a lot of Majestics, super rares, legendaries, fables, all that stuff. I knew those didn't necessarily have different values. So you took 3.
Mhm.
Yeah, you didn't defend with something that was 6 attack, right?
Nope.
Okay, that's gonna go there. This goes into nowhere. That goes nowhere. It goes here. That goes under, and I will draw 4. Here, 1.
Yep. I guess I'll
Die.
die. I guess I'll use Chain's ability. I'll pitch this to play this for attack 3.
Act 3. You have 1 resource remaining,
Yes.
so you can Galaxy Black me.
Yes. For 1.
I am gonna play this card. It costs 1 less if targeting a shadow card, and target attacking or defending action card gets -3.
Okay.
So it is 0.
I'll attack you with Galaxy Black for 1.
I will defend.
Okay. I'm done.
I am going to make this into a Spectral Shield token, and then I am going to attack you for 4.
Done for 2. Alright, I die. I'm super dead. Maybe my deck wasn't good. Turns out the deck wasn't good.
I just like exhausted you, right? Like,
Yeah.
I could just turtle up. Is that
I was drawing all my blood debt cards
and then banishing non-blood
blood
debt?
debt cards.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much a bummer.
Yeah.
It was pretty much terrible.
I didn't realize that card. I knew this card was good. I didn't realize it was insane.
Yeah.
Merciful Retribution. Ode to Wrath doesn't seem bad, but man, if I had that out and then Ode to Wrath, some buck wild stuff's happening, right? Because if you destroy one of my auras, like you destroy like a Spectral Shield, you lose 1, and then Ode to Wrath does 1 to you because it's whenever a source I control deals damage to an opposing hero, they lose 1.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's the way it works. Yeah. Eddie Treat? Yeah.
Oh yeah, A-Tree. Don't wanna. Where'd he go?
He's dead. Just look how dead he is. Oh no, he's alive.
You can play there. You can play there. Salmon treats.
So stinky.
Stinky salmon treats. All right, we'll finish cracking these here. Crucible boxes, yeah.
All right. I feel like Monarch is like an acquired taste.
Yeah. Yeah.
Compared to like the other sets.
Yeah. I
get the feeling that you don't like this.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't like playing the Blitz decks either, right? Like,
Yeah.
But I had a lot of fun with Wrath. I've had a decent bit of fun with Arcane Rising too.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna enjoy Aria.
Yeah, I think Aria's dope. We can play those. We could play like some of those Blitz decks against each other if you want.
Well, I was thinking next stream we could do like all Aria.
Just
like
do Aria, do the Blitz,
and
then play the Blitz, then play the Seal.
Yeah.
That way we have like a better understanding of like the way we want to build our Seal.
And we should have some Everfest to crack, hopefully,
Yeah,
by next Wednesday.
yeah. Monarch, what's your least favorite team? It's yeah. I think calling it an acquired taste is generous. Let's say a polite way.
I think Chain's pretty sweet.
I don't hate this. I like this set the more I experience it. But
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine for like constructed, but
limited.
I don't know about the limited.
Yeah, limited. It feels like you need a certain prerequisite number of things for it to work, right?
Yeah.
So the newest set when you came into the game, that could go pretty badly, right?
That's like playing AOA is your first set, right?
Yeah. All right. How many you got left?
I got 4.
4. 11. So there were did I count that? I got 7, you got 8.
Yep.
Okay.
You can take the 8 as you want.
Okay. Alright. Busting into Crucible War.
Draft everything except Arc, and I think I generally agree that the other sets are more fun with limited. Yeah, okay. Alright. We're not crazy.
Moravian Skies. You gotta be close to having a place at a Moravian Skies.
Got another Visigotronic Model I, which seems pretty good.
It's got Arcane Barrier 2 on it.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It seems legit.
Aria was made more with limited in mind. Some more ninja stuff that I have no idea what it does. I don't know where we're putting the Crucible.
Feels kind of bad to get these weapons in the R slot. To be honest.
Yeah, because it's like commons and other sets, right?
Yeah.
Reinforce the line. Target defending action card gains +2. I guess that's good because this is an instant. But I think it's bad overall, right?
We got an Ira. We got a foil Ira.
Yeah.
And a foil Data Doll. Totally sick. The traps, the Ranger traps, are those ever any good? Have we not played Brute at all on stream yet?
I don't believe so.
It's pretty
I don't
funny.
believe so. I got
Brute looks super fun. Was it? Oh, the bow.
Yeah, once per turn action for free. If you have no cards in your arsenal, put an arrow card from your hand face up into your arsenal. Go again.
Brute plays you.
Brute is the captain now. Another Malverian Skies, since it's foil this time.
Yeah, foil Death Dealer. And
Nice. Swag.
swag.
I'm getting closer to feeling that need to build decks.
Redliner is the worst weapon in the...
Oh,
Wow. Stamp Authority. Some sort of guardian, majestic. 2 or more cards in your pitch zone with cost 3 or greater. Your heroes gain +1 hand size until end of turn.
Okay.
While Stamp Authority is in the arena, attack action card effects do not trigger when they hit.
okay.
And at the beginning of your action phase, you destroy this.
Alright. That seems good, right?
Is this...
And it's pitch 3.
But you get +1 hand size. Their hits don't trigger for a turn. It's bizarre.
And it's foily shade.
It's not a go again. Oh,
She's pretty shiny.
Oh, legendary. Is that? Hey, is that worth money?
Is it actually
She's
an elf?
legendary? Is that?
Whoa.
Is that?
Exclamation marks?
She's big bucks.
Ah, we did it.
We've done it. Success.
Look, you saw me grab the pack.
Yeah.
Not-
Success.
Alright, I'll put her sleeve.
All right. We've done it.
Only 2 legendaries. Oh, cool.
Ooh.
Look at that. Very shiny.
I don't think I'll ever open anything as cool. My track record of opening packs is pretty lackluster. Reprinted non-foiled tunic and shield.
Is she only good in multiplayer? Or is she only allowed to be played in multiplayer? Is that how it works?
I'm assuming so. Absorption Dome.
Blitz. She's open to Blitz, but you have to, like, use your opponent's hero all the time?
Unless I'm playing sealed VT. That's true.
Okay.
She's a shapeshifter or something, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's her. She can play like the other heroes' specializations.
You can have specialization cards of any hero in your deck. You can only play generic or specializations. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because you like choose one of the other players and you can play their specialized cards for the turn.
Last pack. The drama. The workshop. Brutal assault.
Some card. Some other
If
card.
only the drama would have been spent on the Shelana pack.
Yeah.
Sleep Dart.
It's bad wrestling IQ for
Yeah.
us. Assault the Wound. Predatory Assault.
Dorinthia.
Great. Foil Snapback, which looks cool. It's like
That
a
is
second
cool.
foil one that we have of those.
Can't
but,
quite see it even. Oh, okay. No, can't. Never mind. It's fine. Rushing River
Ninja shit.
and
Some warrior shit. Or
Cool.
generic instant shit. Alright. Shyama's dope.
yeah, that is nice.
What are we looking at?
How many dollars are we talking about here?
She always foil?
Probably not, right? Or maybe.
I have no idea.
Yes, she is. Okay.
So you can only get her in foil?
More than a hundo. Nice.
Shyama. Diamond Gemini?
The Diamond Gemini.
There's an article from the Wrath Times called "So What's the Deal with Shyama?"
What is the deal?
What is the deal? We'd like to know. How do you get Shyama Diamond Gemini from the subreddit? So I guess a graded one, first ed for $9,000
For first edition, yeah.
whatever. Numbers aren't real.
I can sort these cards tomorrow. Hell yeah. We definitely need a place to put our M's. Legendaries are always foil, with the only exception being the reprinted tunic. Interesting.
Do they take up your foil slot in the pack? Like,
She was in the foil slot, I believe. Yeah, because I had 2 rares in her, so
Yeah.
she was in the foil slot. Yeah.
okay, yeah, so like unlimited is like $90 at a low on TCG players.
That ain't bad.
All right, there you go. Crucible of War boxes, more or less paid for with a single card, right?
Kinda. I mean, we should probably buy more Crucible War.
Especially if it's out of print, right?
Yeah.
So
Probably need some more of that. There seems like there's a lot of cool stuff in here.
and unlimited and cold foil and first ed. Okay. I knew about cold foil. It's not that we will likely own any of those.
Are those
Except-
only in first edition?
Yeah, we might have some from Everfest, possibly.
And Aria. We have our Aria is first edition.
Our Aria was first ed.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
dope.
Aria box is first edition.
Dope. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe an Aria one.
We'll see. We still got the whole box. We opened like a few packs from it, but
Yeah.
we can basically like play the Blitz decks, do sealed, then open the rest of that box.
Okay. I'm fine with that. That
Next week.
sounds like next Wednesday stream.
Yeah.
So
Print a lot of. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. 'Cause
well, I think they were trying to meet market demand, right? Because people were buying first ed, like the first ed print runs of all the other sets were just selling out, right? So you just keep increasing the print run of it until you find a point where it doesn't sell out, I guess, and that's what happened with Aria. So
And
yeah,
want to build decks?
We're-
Build decks. We're close.
we're getting there.
We're getting real
there.
close.
We're getting
Maybe by like the second stream next week. We'll see.
yeah. It might be the following
Just-
week
Throw together some decks and see.
and just play them.
What
Just
happens?
blast them.
Yeah. We need to open a lot of Everfest so I can make Data Doll. That's the key. And more Arcane Rising. Well, you should probably open all the rest of these Arcane Rising boxes.
You just want to crack some of them. We got. I mean, I'm not.
I kind of want to crack some.
You want to crack some? We can just crack an Arcane Rising box.
Yeah.
Because I think our sealed is going to play
Yeah.
exactly the same, right? More or less, it's going to play the same every time.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's crack. We're busting it. We're making an executive decision.
Yeah.
It's cold foil stubby.
Stuff out of the way. There you can.
Okay.
It's fine. We're opening the box. Yeah, because I feel like the seal does go very similar.
I think it's going to play kind of samey.
Like,
I think
the
it's gonna-
cards even are
That was-
mostly the same.
That was like part of my rationale for mixing the sets on each night, right? Because
Right.
I feel like the sealed experience is going to be very similar. Now the second seal that we played out of Arcane Rising did play a lot.
We got like better decks, like better pool.
Yeah.
The pool earlier tonight was not great. Oops. Wrong. There you go.
Okay. See if we get anything.
Yeah,
See if we
not
get
really
anything
big
good.
packs.
It is the most fun thing you can do in card gaming.
It's been so long since we got to experience this greatness.
Yeah. Nothing.
All right, this seems good. That's a Data Doll card. Couldn't get noticed. Data Doll main.
Renowned Data Doll main.
Foil overloop, so
Justin.
we're swagging the deck. I'm making it full foil.
Yeah, that's foil Aether Sync. Is that a Data Doll item?
Probably a sideboard, right?
It's arcane.
It's got Arcane Barrier 2. Maybe you play that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know, it's foil. It's swag.
It is swag.
It's
It
swag.
does look really cool. Let's do this. Yeah, look how cool that is.
That I gotta say, I think they designed the art in this game specifically to be foiled.
It certainly looks extra cool.
Tomb of Aether Wind.
Oh yeah, you can't do any sideboarding in Blitz, can you? Fine.
Is Tomb of Aetherwind good?
Pedal to the metal.
Seems good. This card certainly seems like you would play.
You can play around CCB, you still have 20 life. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Choose to, you may choose the same mode more than once. Oh. It costs 0?
Yeah.
Oh.
You draw 2
Yeah, that seems really
during
good,
your
yeah.
turn, and then you can play stuff. I gotta say, look at this badass Voltic Bolt.
Oh, that's sick. Hell yeah.
Lightning.
I don't know if you go again. True. Volcano doesn't care, right? Sort of doesn't care. Works around it. We got lots of tokens now. Either spindle and take cover, blah blah blah.
Oh man. Foil Plunder Run.
Oh dang.
Life for a Life? Is this card played? This seems like a...
After 2 boxes, you get loose to a full set of onions and most rares. Onions?
That sounds like a
single
auto-
market fill in
that's
wherever
an
you-
autocorrect right there.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
Commons, I'm assuming. Commons and most rares.
That makes sense, yeah. Maybe we shouldn't, like, buy 8 boxes to reset. We should just, like, single out. But we need multiple of everything.
Yeah,
because
we need multiples, right? Because
we're gonna be stacking decks up.
buying boxes is the dopest shit you can do in a card game.
That's very cool. I got Pursuit of Knowledge. If Pursuit of Knowledge hits, your hero gets +1 intellect this turn. Cool.
I also have a feeling I'm gonna have to make common decks to give to people. By multiple cases. Yeah, I could see that.
We're gonna be Case Andes. We have to build literally every Blitz deck, so.
Yeah.
Command and Conquer. Foil. Oh. Command and Conquer foil. Oh. How many dollars is that? Am I the best pack opener of all time?
Yeah, I know. I should stop opening packs right now.
Am I the greatest pack opener there's ever been?
Right.
Let's just put that in a sleeve. Literally the GOAT of pack opening.
Imagine buying singles. This shit is more expensive now.
Than it was when?
Like a week ago when I
Like
looked.
a week ago? I can't see the foiling really. It's barely foil. It's like this the slate in the background is foil. You can see it.
Is it always a foil?
No.
No, foil's like 150. It looks like
Nice.
I think this. I don't know. It could be even worth even more. I wonder if people were expecting it to
Be reprinted.
be
They were holding off
reprinted.
on it.
Yeah,
And now
then-
the full the card list came out and it's not.
and they didn't. They saw that it wasn't reprinted. Could have been a buyout too, right?
Yeah.
Like somebody could have just bought all of them to try to corner the market. Stupid speculators. Stupid speculators. I got a foil 0 to 60 for your data doll.
Hell yeah. The Data Doll deck is gonna be all foil. It's gonna happen. I really want to make some sweet Ranger decks too. I want to play the game so bad. I want to make all the decks right now. I'm moving past Sealed. I'm moving past my excitement for Sealed into wanting to
Then
brew.
play constructed.
Yeah.
I got the Viscerai specialization card. Become the Arch Knight. Become the Edgelord.
That's pretty sweet. That's pretty cool.
I don't even know if that card is actually useful, but you're gonna see you guys in Jersey.
I don't think so.
Like that,
I thought about it, or we thought about Indianapolis. Jersey's like, it's around a better time. Like 2 months later. Oh, look at this!
This is what this feels like. It feels good. Whew. It feels good. This box was insane.
What a good box, dude.
This box was insane. This box paid for all the other boxes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. We've almost gotten the value back for all of our stuff.
Foil Command and Conquer plus. Imagine buying singles. Imagine buying singles.
What a box.
Singles is a fool's game. Okay? You know, when people tell you, like, okay, I'm gonna give you some investment advice right now, all right? When everybody tells you to buy NFTs, you don't buy NFTs, all right? You buy packs, all right? That's what you do. You invest in CCGs, all right? That's what you do.
I got this Arcanine Ascendancy for Viscerai. It's an M. Good life advice. And we are so powerful.
Too powerful. This is better advice than I was expecting. Whale Heart from Just Open. Yeah,
It's easy.
we're showing you how it's done.
It's literally the easiest thing I've ever done.
Yeah. I got a Blazing Aether, the Kano, Kano. So this is the other Kano specialization card.
Oh, what did it do?
It does X damage or X amount of arcane damage that you've done, I believe. Is that what it said?
Yep. That seems good.
1 legendary per 4 boxes on average. Ah.
We have opened more than 4 boxes.
Yeah.
And gotten
And 3. That's legendary. Giano's legendary, and then the heart. Oh, the heart is Fable.
Yeah.
Were the Brute's legs? Were those legendary?
I don't think we had
majestic?
other legendaries. Yeah, they're majestic.
Okay. We got the Brute leg pieces that were like $60 or whatever. I got some born rares.
Yeah, they're really lame.
I gotta tell you, getting a rare after getting a legendary,
It's not-
I think it comes crashing down hard.
We're gonna have to run our box now. I feel like we're riding this high pretty hard.
Yeah, they need more.
Need more.
I need more, man.
To be honest, do we really want to like
You
steal
opened
any
4
more?
arc boxes and saw 0
Command and
CNC.
Conquer. Oh,
Wow.
Jeez.
The Brute legs are legendary.
What brute legs are they?
It's the Scab Scalers. Or
We got
something
that?
like Yeah. You opened it in the first box.
Did I?
You did, yeah. Because I was like, because you showed me the heart, and I was like, isn't that expensive? Yeah, Scab Skin is an L. Yeah. Yeah.
They gotta be in this pile then. I didn't set those aside.
You better.
Yeah.
They were like $60. I'm assuming it's because Brute is a mega lol, but it would be a real shame if constructed for this game is like nothing but meta decks all the time.
I don't know.
Can we reinvent the meta? Is there room to reinvent the meta in this
There's
game?
always room.
Scab Skin is an L.
Maybe I like threw it in with the brute stuff in my sorting.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't see it.
we'll go dig it out.
Yeah.
I know they exist.
I don't remember opening that L. I wasn't nearly excited enough for that.
Some gamblers from the gamblers are the hands, right? The ones where you throw 2 dice and pick one.
Oh wow.
Pack opening screen. Do we need these boxes of Arcane Rising for anything?
I don't think so.
Break them, bust them down. Yeah, so the only bad result on the booths are rolling a 1, right? Because if you roll a 1, it turns into nothing. Trying to explain lands.
Nothing in its L. Wasn't in the brute stuff.
We definitely had it. I don't know what you did with it.
Threw it in the garbage can. I don't know.
Is it like
Some luck dust. I'm gonna crush that box in a luck dust and huff it. I'm gonna ask you right now. What it is that you do here. Besides lose $60 cards.
maybe it's I don't know.
I'll find it. It could be in a number of places.
What would you say that you do here? Welcome it. Well, WGR first. Yeah, if I could find a box for less than $5,000 or some shit. That to me, that was like part of my that was what turned me off in the game for so long. Was that there were versions of boxes in this game that were worth so much, and I was like, this feels like speculators just amping the price up on something. It felt kind of artificial to me. I think at this point, I think speculators have hurt the growth of the game. I think the game would have grown more naturally if you didn't have people, like cranking the price on stuff up to an 11, right? That because you can't talk to people about this game without hearing the value of stuff, right?
I can't find it. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. You're right, Dave. Like, I'm like, there's no way this card can't. Like, it has to be. Speculators just screwing the market over.
Fork lightning. Another pedal to the metal. Foil pedal to the metal. Another for the stack.
Got some rares. Guardian gem. That is Black Lotus. Yeah, I can see that. Does that only come in cold foil? Or is there a cold foil version of it, right? The cold foil version being like a one in like 500 cases or something, 500 boxes.
Oh, that's the one that makes the token, the Seismic Surge token?
Yeah.
It literally like reduces... Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That seems very good.
Rusted Relic.
Pitch 3 make Surge. Pitches for 4. Yeah. Yeah.
Is Rusted Relic, is this a sideboard card? I would think this card is not great, right?
It looks bad.
This card does not look great. It is a super rare, but
It is bad. Okay.
yeah. Most people don't even run null rune equipment. Kill them before it matters.
Foil's never hit. Oh yeah, we're coming. It's all coming.
Everything's coming up, Data Doll. A lot of supers aren't great, as I am discovering. Spark of Genius. So this is the dash specialization card.
Okay.
Search your deck for a mechanologist item card with cost X, put it into the arena and shuffle your deck. If you have boosted this turn, draw a card. This is 0, or it's XX.
Oh, you pay X. Okay.
Yeah. So if I see XX, you know what immediately enters my head, and that is the first song from the XX's first album, just simply titled Intro. So
Yeah. I need that Daedal spec and use that. Ooh, baby.
Dos Equis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the second thing that enters my head is Dos Equis.
The second needs to be entering my belly. Thanks for that sub, P-Rod. Appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
This box sucks.
Yeah, I'm coming down pretty hard.
Getting a lot of R's here.
Coming down pretty hard.
We're gonna have to open another box to bring us back up.
I got a Majestic here. Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom.
It's a Wizard Majestic. It's deal 3 damage. If it deals damage, look at the top card of your deck. If it's a Wizard non-attack action card, you may banish it. If you do, you may play it this turn as though it were an instant and costs X resources. Where X is the damage dealt by Sonic Boom. Oh, so this card is required then for Wizards, right?
I got another foil plunder run. So there's that. Maybe they'll unban it one day. Yeah, we were addicted. It's true. It's very true.
Sonic Boom. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that card seems required for only yellow cannon runs. Okay. Economic collapse.
We have already emptied our stream fund coffers.
Yeah.
Or we've now dipped into personal funds.
Oh, I got a foil. Yeah, a foil lesson in lava.
Ooh.
Oh, it's super.
See what the foiling does not come through on the camera at all.
Yeah. You just have to take my word for it.
Yeah.
Does look dope.
It's basically the only yellow Kano runs, so there you go.
So Kano does not even run lesson in lava then? Or
It is dangerous. Yeah. Like, this one sucks. Open another one. This one was amazing. Let's open another one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just like gambling. So.
Oh yeah, it's literally gambling.
Oh yeah.
I got an M. I got red in the ledger.
I think that's
Ranger action. Azalea specialization. If it's zero, they can't play or activate more than one action during their next turn. That seems pretty good. Oh, that's an L. Ooh. Grasp of the Arknight.
oh yeah, we're ready to play some Viscerai.
Viscerai main L. Get the sleeve here. And it's foil, by the way. Foil.
It's always foil.
It's
right?
always foil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, look at that. Nerds. Tell me to buy singles. Tell me, you come into my stream, you tell me to buy singles.
Once per turn, you can create a rune. Once per turn, you create a rune champ for 2. Oh.
Yeah.
Good. And it's got go again.
Yeah.
And it costs more if you have rune chant, but it lets you generate the rune chant to start with. That's super good.
Yeah, it's very good. It also has 2 defense on it.
And it's got 2 defense and battle worn. Whoa. Yeah, that's crazy good.
You know, their Viscerai thing. Become the Arknight.
We opened Grasp Skull Flap and a foil Command and Conquer. That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. And, yeah, exactly.
All right. Let's
We got one last.
box.
We got one. Okay. He thinks we're done.
Yeah.
All right, we're out of here. Let's go.
Three CNCs per player. Yeah, we do. That's true.
Yeah. Have not seen any of those though. Outside the foil one.
We're a sixth of the way there. Fine. Yeah, like the Grasp, Arcanite, Skullcap, but we probably will need more than one of those. Tunic.
Have not seen Tunic yet, so
That's in Wrath, right?
Yeah. We should got some Wrath I'm picking up through the store next week. So
Sounds like we're cracking all those Wrath packs.
probably.
Can we get those?
Chains of Eminence. Chains of Eminence good. This card seems good.
I got another Blazing Aether Volcano.
Oh.
That's cool. We got Kano ready to roll, son. Thanks for trying.
Yeah, it's all good.
Help us with our addiction by giving us more money to spend on packs. Man, I can't wait to sort all this stuff tomorrow. Love sorting cards.
There's a lot to digest in this game too.
Yeah.
So. I got 2 Pour the Molds in this pack. One was foil.
Man, the foils are really scratching my paid DLC like cosmetic upgrade. I got to be foiled out. Imagine going to a tournament and you put your deck on the table and it's not 100% foils.
Yeah,
How embarrassing!
It would be very embarrassing.
Pretty embarrassing.
I got this maximum velocity for your Data Doll deck.
Oh yeah!
If you boosted 3 times.
Nice.
I bet Data Doll can't even do that.
Probably not. I don't know that she does that. Gamer, thanks for that prime. Thank you.
Hey, appreciate that.
How many foil ball lanes do you have? Oh no!
You're ruined. I'm ruined.
Thanks. so
Prime
much,
was up,
Gamer.
you guys deserve. Appreciate that. It's always flattering to hear.
You dated all the trap? I've never heard a more false statement. I've never seen something so wrong typed in Twitch chat.
Yeah, we were told that buying boxes was a trap.
Yeah, come on. I will never admit that it at all is bad. You can clip me. Well, Oath of the Arknight. There it is. Thank you so much, Dave. Appreciate it. That's the best thing about our play in Fletch Buzz. We got Dave back in the string.
Yeah.
Been a minute. Become the Arc Knight. Got a couple bangers. Yeah, her special edition looks really, really good. Really, 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 really good. It does all kinds of cool stuff.
This box seems pretty underwhelming so far.
Yeah, it's not great. That's hilarious.
I think you're fixing to go on a tear in your packs.
You think so?
My
You're
packs
almost
are
done,
like
okay.
almost all rares.
Yeah. This box just sucks. Foil Ariana's Prayer. Rare.
And I think you're gonna open up some bangers there. Otherwise,
You're calling it?
this box is a wash.
Yeah. There's the Fork Lightning. Yes.
I mean, I barely saw any M's. I don't think I saw any
I
M's.
saw like 2 M's.
I think I saw one S. Yeah, Chains of Eminence.
Are you kidding? The moral story is buy more boxes.
One S. I saw 2 S's. That's the entirety of what I saw was 2
Jeez.
S's.
Jeez. All right, well, I got 2 more packs. Let's see.
4 S and 2 M per box on average. So 5 more cards in all 4.
There's another N. There's a 3 of a kind. We already had one of
Okay.
those earlier, but
I assume that's likely to be played in piles, right?
I think so.
You probably want all
Yeah.
3.
I don't think you would play just one of those. All right, final pack. We'll do the drama.
6 M per.
The drama. The token. Oh,
And
yeah.
some upside down cards.
Hold on. Wait, that's fine. That's fine. I'll just do this. All right. Yep. Okay. Yep. All right.
Now flip the pack over and go from the other side.
Okay.
Increase
Are we
the drama.
Have we increased?
Increase the drama.
All right.
I don't know. I think there may be one more foil, but
Sunkiss. Foresight. Ravenous Rabble. Blah,
Red
blah, blah.
Ravenous Rabble is good, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the one you would play.
Yeah. Stir the other ones.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, is that another foil Command and Conquer?
Yeah. Yes, it is. Literally, the greatest pack opener that Flesh and Blood has ever seen is me. Let's just sleeve that guy.
Sleeve that card up.
My swagged out deck is gonna be so sick. Too
We
sick.
got a foil playset for Blitz, right? You can only
Yeah.
you can only play 2 copies of that in Blitz, right? You don't need 3. So there you go.
I am
Chumps.
extremely good
Chumps.
at opening facts. Thanks for those 30 bits. You watched me do this.
Yeah, we'll show you both. Here's both. Oh, you turn the card cam off.
Yeah.
There you go. There's both. There they are. And they are right next to each other. Boom.
It's another foil command. How perfect was that? That's amazing.
There you go.
All right. Well, we're literally out of boxes, or else we would open more boxes.
Yeah,
We'll save
we
the
would
Aria
just-
box.
Yeah.
To do a field with a
I think
kid,
sealed. I
And we do have
imagine.
Monarch stuff. I don't want to play
You
Monarch.
don't want to play
again.
Monarch? Okay,
Let's open the Monarch.
We're into the Monarch. Yeah, this is one of those.
This is the blue balls from not opening packs all week.
Yeah, that's true. This is like the first time we went gambling.
Yeah.
This is like the first time.
What if we just play Let It Ride again? Sorry, I think the 75 disc decks was not random. Look, I promise, we are not making stuff up for stream and entertainment purposes. We are just opening.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I know we can't prove that to you, and I know it looks bad. It looks real bad.
I think it looks amazing. Nothing here.
I got an M. I got a Beacon of Victory. 6 copies. Yeah, we do need 6 copies. Yeah. Look, we'll just open more boxes. I guess we need like 4 if we're gonna play mostly Blitz, at least for a while.
Charms, turn search deck for a card. Beacon seems good.
Good for Bolton.
Yeah, I was just say Beacon's good. I think
That does seem good. The 2 that were foil is pretty funny.
yeah. We're like, we didn't pull any Command and Conquers. 2 foils. I got some regular ass rares.
Some is boring.
These are the Monarch packs. But the Arcane Rising boxes came out of my wallet, so
Yeah.
I'm considering them company property.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I did purchase the other boxes on my, so we're combining. It's
Yeah. Playset like Scrub. Yeah, it sounds like a chump move. Invert Existence. You had this. Wait. Did you?
Yes, I
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
I did. Yeah.
Is that card good?
I don't know.
It's an instant.
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's a 3 pitch, so something.
I'll save my last pack for the drama.
The drama.
The drama.
Okay, I'll drama mine as well.
I'm gonna make sure you see me open this pack.
Yeah, pack is sealed. All right, we'll drama mine. All right, we got a Bolton token. All right. Something. I don't even know what of these are good. Smash with Big Tree seems like it's bad because it doesn't defend, right?
Yeah.
Has no defense on it, so I don't actually know if you would play that in a breed deck. But then again, it does have the prerequisite attack number. Bolt of Courage. Arcanic Crackle. Is it 6? I think it's 6. So we'll go one more. Alright, so I haven't hit the foil yet. We'll flip it over. Flip it over. Okay. Something. Warmonger's Ritual. Spew Shadow. Some of these light cards which seem like Blood Drop Blockade. Okay, and then bad, right? Because it's a brute action that doesn't actually have 6. It's like a bad version of it. Writhing Beast Hulk
Does have 6.
is a good version of it. No,
common.
So and a common foil common. All right, well, I'm very bad at this.
My pack. My time now.
I will say this does look pretty foiled. This is a cool looking foil.
Pack. Being open. Pulling it out of the pack, showing you Spectral Shield token, transferring it to, using no sleight of hand whatsoever, to the card camp. Okay. We did 6, right?
Yeah, it's 7.
7.
Just
So
for-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Flipping it. Using no sleight of hand. Surging Militia. Zealous Belting. Impenetrable Belief. Minnowism. Alright. Stubby Hammers.
Okay.
Prismatic Shield.
Okay.
Soul Shield. M.
Okay.
And a thing.
You at least got it.
I got it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Is I mean, Soul Shield. It's possible this is played.
It's a good M. Okay.
Oh yeah. No, this is definitely played. Oh yeah, there's no way this card isn't played, right? This card's insane. Light defense reaction. Put it into your hero soul when the combat chain closes.
Oh,
That is
that's quite good. Yeah.
top 2 defensive reacts. Yeah, it's defense for 6.
What?
It defends for 6, and then it goes to the hero soul. So yeah,
Wow.
that card's insane, right? Like
Cost 2.
absolutely bonkers.
All right, we're out now. Actually,
All right. Yeah.
So
We have to sit here and think about what we've done.
I'm looking at.
Wait, I gotta get on the phone. Talk to my significant other.
Ugh. Just look at these guys.
Look at him zooming in. Foil.
Can we see the foil better? They're literally like the least foil card I've ever seen. It's just this little slab is foil.
The slate.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some of the wall foil. Like a river back there. Shoulder pads a little bit. It's cool looking.
Yeah, it was good pools.
Yeah, I agree. That was some sick pools.
We did open like.
The Monarch box, I think, was not amazing.
No, it didn't seem great.
The
It was like
Monarch
okay,
box,
right?
Yeah, the Monarch box. I mean, the Arcane Rising boxes. It felt like they just like
They were great. I mean, obviously, when you get Skullcap and 2 foil Command and Conquerors and a Grasp of the Arcanites, like that's like as good as you can hope for.
if it was all smoke and mirrors on our part. So yeah, I should have bought. I don't remember how many boxes they had in stock.
You
at
should have bought all of
75.
them.
Yeah, but I should have
Should've bought all of them.
taken a loan. I should have gone to like a loan shark for that money to buy these boxes.
Yep. Full of regret for not the FOMO
Yeah.
is real. You're now missing out. You should have feared missing out more.
Yeah,
That's the
didn't
problem.
quite have enough FOMO.
All right, I think we're done.
Yeah, this was a stream.
It was quite a
It was
stream.
It was going to be hard to top.
We didn't play much.
as far as pack opening.
We did
goes.
open a lot of packs.
Yeah,
We will get some Everfest hopefully by next week.
yeah, should
And
be
some more Wrath,
Because the Everfest, there's no reason for us to not just go ahead and bust it.
Yeah,
because,
we busted that.
because you can't play sealed.
We
with it.
busted it up.
I wouldn't mind trying out some more Welcome to Wrath sealed.
I
think it is the. We'll have to try Aria to see if it meets the same standards, but I'm willing to bet that Welcome to Wrath may just be the best sealed. So, yeah. All right.
Thanks for watching.
There you go.
Back on Sunday for the final night of G1,
Yeah.
which
Sets up.
doesn't matter because it's already a lock.
But we are honor bound.
We still are playing it.
Yeah, we are honor bound to play.
For the storylines.
Yeah.
Venus does have a locked in that bracket though, so
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Setting up the Venus Jack
feet.
Yep. I was gonna say Jekyll.
No.
That's wrong.
Nope. All right. So join us for that if you like Keyforge. If you don't like Keyforge, join us for that anyway. It would be cool. It's a very good game. You might just like it.
Yeah.
We also
there you
play
go.
was fun, and I can't wait to play more of this. We'll be
Yeah,
back with
and
more
also open more packs.
Wednesday. More Flesh and Blood. I might try building some decks. We'll see. We have a lot of cards to play with now, right? So
Yeah, we actually have a base. We have a card base.
we could feasibly
so-
build some decks.
to explore.
All right. Everyone have a good night, and see you Sunday. Goodbye.
Goodbye.